Alright. 180112. Yes. Teleport me away, rabbit. Rabbit though? Wait, what? Hey, I'm controlling the book now. Oh. Just additional details. Got it. Dahlia Blumenthal. Likes cookies, music, tea, flowers, cookies, books. Dislikes loneliness, vegetables. Hobby, playing piano. Favorite book genre, horror. Best friend, Clyde. Birthday, October 10th. 17, turns 20. Likes books, Aria Bellamy. Likes books, chess, sunny days, donuts. Dislike maths, lies. Hobby, reading. Favorite genre, adventure. Best friend, Lewin. Birthday, April 23rd, 15 years old. Oh god, Aria died young. That asshole hunter. Lewin and Graham. Likes books, cats, chess, snow, cooking. Dislikes height, art block. Writing. Hobby, writing books. Favorite, mystery. Best friend, Aria/Wendy. Do you mean Aria too? But yep, 15, 18. 18, huh? Books. Likes books, stargazing, flowers, art, bunnies. Dislikes bunnies, stress, hobby, drawing. Favorite, romance. Best friend, Dahlia. October 21, huh? Alright. On behalf of Dahlia, on behalf of Lydia, the developer, I want to thank you for playing ARIA'S story. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Lydia. It was a good story. It was a good narrative. Maybe twice. That's pretty rare. Oh, Halloween. And Clyde is missing. Oh yeah, I think she liked. You said she liked music. This tea is delicious. It's a shame you can't try it. Oh, you want to talk to me about something? Oh yes, sure. The game took 2 years to be finished. It was the first game made by the developer. It was a very ambitious first game, and it was supposed to be a short game with a very simple story. Since it was her first game, she thought it would be best to start with something easier. But in the end, it became something a little more complex. It's an honor to appear in the first game. I heard she is making a new game. What was it called? I believe it was something about a train. I hope it's a game where the characters have a great time in their adventure. But I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. Alright, I'm in that train. Yeah. It's probably gonna be another horror game. Narrator. Through the most part of the game, you've known me as someone called Narrator. It's so embarrassing. I hope I didn't bother you too much. Would I become someone like that if I hadn't met Aria? It's scary to think about it. Have you ever tried to change yourself to fit in with other people? Not really. I don't think there's any problem with wanting to change, but you shouldn't do it for other people. I always try to become a better version of myself. For example, I hate eating vegetables, but instead of avoiding them, I'm including them more and more in my meals. It's true I don't have many friends, but the few I have are very important to me, and like me for who I really am. Okay. Dahlia. You know I'm a storyteller, right? Clyde sometimes organizes events in the library where I tell stories to the children. It's really fun. Sometimes I wonder what I should become in the future. Clyde will still be in a library. Clyde will still be a librarian, and Lewin a writer. but I can't make a living as a storyteller. Maybe I should become an actress? Since I'm good at playing characters, maybe I should act in theaters. Or perhaps it would be easier to follow my family business. I really like flowers, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to become a florist. Alright, and Lewin. I really like talking to Lewin, even though he's really quiet. Clyde and Aria are more outgoing, so sometimes it's nice to talk with someone calmer like him. I believe he feels the same way. I couldn't interact with him through the game because I was acting as the narrator. From the beginning, he knew who I was, but he didn't tell anything to Aria. He kept my secret, even though I was rude with him and Aria. Ah, right, so Lewin would have definitely knew about Dahlia acting in character when they were younger. Alright. I feel very lucky to have a friend like him. Oh, you noticed his white coat? I gave it to him. His previous coat was already too small for him, but I think he couldn't afford a new one. He is so grateful that he also wears it when it's autumn and spring. He even tries wearing it in the middle of summer. How adorable. Aria. Aria had a great impact on my life. If it weren't for her, right now, I would be a totally different person. She helped me understand that there was nothing wrong with me. In the game, Clyde made me forget about Aria, so I also forgot everything she had told me. That my personality automatically changed. My memories of Aria are really important to me. Even though she is no longer with us, she still lives with my heart. Sometimes I play the piano for her, in hopes that wherever she is, she can hear it. I find it easy to express my feelings through the piano. Okay, one more. Clyde. At first, I didn't like Clyde very much. His spoiled attitude bothered me. But now I admire his confidence. I feel like I have a lot to learn from him. I was the opposite. I was always saying pessimistic stuff about myself, but every day he complimented me. And then they banged. Your hair is softer than usual. Your new glasses fit you well. What a flirt, Clyde is. You play the piano so well. Please play a song for me. At first I thought he was making fun of me, but as time went on, I realized he was serious. I didn't think there was a day he didn't compliment me. It's not necessary now. Although, I don't have the self-esteem problems anymore. Maybe now it's my turn to compliment him. You're a wonderful person who always cares for other people. Do you think I should tell him something like that? Though he would probably answer something along the lines of, I'm happy you noticed how amazing I am. If you want to play another game from the same developer, you should try Midnight Train. But I want to warn you that the story is gloomier and more complex. Here you have a summary of the game's plot. Luna is a traveler that is looking for a certain place. Suddenly, while she's traveling in the train, the people around her disappear and the train stops in a mysterious place. She finds there is a pocket watch with some instructions. She needs to find the next train before time runs out, or she will be trapped in that world forever. Alright, so that's Midnight Train to put in my playlist. Oh yeah, I played a bit of Pocket Watch, but then I saw the remake announced. So now that footage is screwed forever. Say to the ring. No. Fuck you, bear. Oh no. Fish. Play. Hey, Mimic, where's my cookies at? Fuck you, bear. Oh, hurry up. I missed you so much, Aria. Hello. What would you like to talk about? I have lots of things I want to tell you. Aria. Thank you so much for playing Aria's story. It means a lot to me. As a reward, I'll tell you some interesting facts about the game. There are stories that seem adorable in the beginning, but eventually they become something darker and scary, right? Well, this game is the opposite. At first it might seem a bit scary, but as you keep going, you start to realize that it has a really beautiful and emotional story. Ariel's story is not only the name of the game, but also the name of the book Lewin is writing. In fact, Lewin only finishes writing it in the true ending and in the good ending. That's why you can only access this room once you've gotten one of these endings. Aria. I know that my personality is a little boring and I get easily scared, but I hope I wasn't a terrible protagonist. I don't know, like I don't remember you being scared of anything. You seem more cheerful or excited about scary stuff. In the original concept, the story was a bit different. I wasn't supposed to be dead. Maybe I should have kept. Maybe you should have said like that. That way I won't have to cry so much. Why did I have to change? I'm the protagonist. I deserved better. Anyway, you want to know more about me? Let's see. Pouty Aria. Oh, I was born in another country, but my parents and I moved when I was little, and then I met Lewin and the others. A different language wasn't a problem for me, since I could speak 3 different languages. Oh? Oh yeah, like when you recommended Lewin book of a different language. I'm even learning a 4th language. Brag rights, right? Wow, overachiever, aren't you, Aria? 4 languages. My objective is to learn at least 5 different languages. Imagine how many different books I could read. I could translate them for even more people to be able to read them. It's so exciting. Oh, on the topic of translations, I want to give a million thanks to all the translators who translated the game into so many different languages. Thanks to them, more people were able to play Aria's story. Thank you so much. Let's play some chess now, Aria. Oh, okay. Yep. Lewin was my first friend. When I was little, I thought I was weird, since I was interested in things no one else liked, like reading and playing chess. The other children didn't understand my hobbies. Okay, as I said earlier, I don't understand reading. Why that would be read. But chess, I can sort of understand. So they made fun of me. I also like to play. I didn't just read books all the time. But still, they thought I was way too strange and they ignored me. But then I met Lewin. We liked the same things. We used to play chess while Dahlia and Clyde watched. The loser had to buy the winner a donut. Donut? It was a really intense battle. Not to brag, but I have to admit Lewin had to buy me quite a lot of donuts. Although, even when I lost, he always offered me his donut. He is too kind. Yeah, they had a brother-sister relationship or something. I was told. I really admire Dahlia. Have you noticed how much beautiful and mature she is? Yes. I love spending time with her. I never imagined that I would ever have a friend like her. When I was with her, I feel safe. My mom says one day after use classes like her, if I keep reading in the dark. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I find glasses really pretty, so I wouldn't mind using them. I don't know if they would fit me, but Dahlia looks gorgeous with them. What kind of glasses would fit me? Maybe some pink ones to match with my eyes. Next time I go sleep over at Dahlia's house, we'll talk about glasses. Yes, I often sleep at her house. It's really fun. Her room is huge. We talk about many things. Did you know Dahlia has a crush on Clyde? No, that's a secret. That was a secret. I can't tell you. I guess all those compliments worked, Clyde. Now he scored. Okay, Clyde. When Clyde started working as a librarian, it was I can imagine. It was a disaster. He didn't know where each section was, and every time someone asked him about a book, he didn't know what to answer. Was it when he was a little kid or some shit? I had to help him out quite a lot, and in the end, people ended up asking me instead of him. Incompetent librarian. Never mind. But he worked hard and learned how to be a good librarian. Besides his tasks as a librarian, he also did other things to improve the library and attract more people. Have you noticed that the library is full of plants and flowers? Well, in reality, almost all of them are fake. Clyde used them as decorations in order to make the library more special. We may live in a small town, but Clyde works hard anyway. In fact, his father told me that since Clyde became a librarian, more people has been visiting the library. It's so nice. Hey, it's Hogwarts out. Okay. Bad ending. After the release of the game, the developer hosted a popularity poll. The most popular character was Lewin. He is also the developer's favorite character. The romance chapter was the favorite among the majority. It was the longest and hardest to make. The true ending was the most popular. The poll included only the true ending, the normal ending, the bad ending, and the bad ending, present in the final version of the game. First version of the game. No, fuck off, Bez. Let's see. Hello, Lewin. I should think about a story for a new book. Would you like to talk about something? Perhaps talking to you will help me get inspired. In this universe, I'm the one who wrote ARIA'S story. In your universe, the author is someone named Lydia. It seems she has also had a lot of problems writing this story, just like me. Since the beginning, it was established that the game would be about a girl trapped in a library, and a companion would be a writer. The story changed a lot, but in the end it became what it is now. My role has always been the protagonist's companion. I'm the character who changed lace from the original concept. I was supposed to be older and taller, but I ended up as I am now. Yeah. Usually in these RPG maker games, the male companion is usually older than taller. Gary, Zach, many more. I can't mention. It makes me so disappointed. Lewin wanted to be older and taller, huh? Why did the author have to change her mind? I'm almost as short as Aria. At the start of the story, I wanted to kill Aria. With this appearance, no one will take me seriously. You want me to tell you something else? I'm not that interesting, so I don't really know what else I could tell you. At the moment, I live with my older sister. She has been taking care of me ever since our parents passed away. I like to think Stop reminding me that Arya died, god damn it. I like to think that now Arya is in heaven with my parents. At least she won't be alone. So, like, I still have to ask what Arya's parents think of all this. The kid, since Arya, the kid died and all. Dahlia has always been supporting me, especially when Arya passed away. My parents died when I was young, so when I lost Arya, I distanced myself from both Dahlia and Clyde. But Dahlia still tried talking to me every day. Even if she also felt really sad, she always showed me a smile. One day, I saw her crying alone. When she saw me, she started smiling immediately. I realized I was being unfair with her, and I told her my worries. I thought I was cursed or something, because the people I cared about were dead. So Jing said, Lewin, you're gonna get Clyde and Dahlia killed too. I was scared that the same would happen to Dahlia or Clyde or my sister. Dahlia hugged me suddenly without saying anything, and I couldn't avoid crying in her arms. She added that, even if that were true, she would still stay by my side and fight any curse if necessary. Ada. Obviously, I don't believe to be cursed anymore. I suppose I'm just very unlucky. However, her words were important to me. Not a nice older sister type. Okay, and lied. If you look up the word annoying in a dictionary, you just get an image of Clyde. Seriously, he's always so loud. He's supposed to be the librarian. But in reality, he's a really good friend and a great friend. Good person, a great friend. Even if we fight a lot. Do you remember the paper stars that were on a library tree? There's a wish written in every year. It was Clyde's idea. The townspeople came to the library to write their wishes. I helped him to make all the paper stars. Huh? You want to know my wish? My wish was to be taller than Clyde. Axe. How embarrassing. But he's always picking on me because of my height. It's so frustrating when I can't reach a book from my shelf and he gets it for me. He always looks at me with a condescending expression while giving me the book. I hate it. Aria's a terrible writer. Even after the brother-sister relationship right there. Sibling race. Even after reading so many books. The first time I read one of her stories, I didn't even know how to tell her how bad it was. What she had written made no sense. However, she's still good at giving advice on how to improve my works. Okay, that's me during school. Can't write essays for shit, but good at giving advice. If I hadn't met her, I would have abandoned my dream of becoming a writer. Wasn't it a hobby at all? According to your character bio. Even though I can't see her again, I'm happy to have met her. All the memories I have of her will always be very important to me. But I won't obsess over the past. I must live on. I'm sure that's what she would like. Now I have to work hard for Aria's story to be a success. I'll become a famous writer. But Aria's right next to you. Just walk like 10, 20 steps, Lewin. Lazy bastard. Shit. Oh? Oh. Aria. Alright. Fuck you, bears. Oh, this is new. Okay, I'm gonna make Lewin backstab you again. Alright. Oh no. Run, bunny. What's your favorite ending? There's one called True Ending, but it's just a name. Each one of them are possible outcomes of the same story. I can't really decide what ending I really like the most. I can't really decide what ending I like the most. Oh, you like that poster? I drew it myself. I thought it'd be a good idea for the library to have a mascot, so I drew that bunny. I saw an explanation on why murder bunnies were everywhere. I've even made a costume of it to promote the library. It's very popular with children, but Lewin and Dahlia always make fun of me when I put it on. That doesn't bother me. I'll proudly wear it. But I know it's ironic, having in mind that I'm always fighting with the bunnies in the library. But it's their fault for trying to eat the books. Do you know why the bunny appears through the whole game? Oh, finally, an explanation. Because, okay. Because Lewin thought it'd be a good idea to use it as stories with antagonists. Just like the other enemies, it was a character that appeared in the book Lewin was writing. When I drew it, I had in mind an adorable bunny, but in the end, it became the opposite. However, I suppose it has its own charm. I want to shank you in the neck again. Oh, a book. You want to talk to me? Choose a subject. Do you want to know something interesting? I was supposed to be the villain of the story. However, the developer couldn't find a good reason for me to do something bad to Aria. I mean, Aria reads books in my library. Shouldn't that make me happy? So she decided I would trap Aria in the library for a good reason. Wait. Clyde, Quill, When the game initially came out, I only appeared in the final chapter. That was so cruel. Since then, the developer decided to update the game with more scenes where I appeared, but I had to pay a really high price. In that update, a new bad that ending was sad as shit. In that update, a new bad ending was added. In that ending, Lewin ended up writing a book called Clyde's story instead of Aria's story. I was the one dying in the end. Maybe it's not best to talk about something that depressing. You know I like drawing, right? You can see some of my illustrations in the game. In the library. You can you drew them. Okay, Red and Black, I know Lewin wrote it. Did he write the Four Fairies as well then? You can read a book called The Four Fairies and another called White and Black. Those okay, so Four Fairies also written by Lewin then. Those are books Lewin wrote years ago, and I made the illustrations. You think I'd read them for free? That's what that's Yes, excellent business opportunity. Take advantage of your. That's what Lewin would like. When we were younger, he did my homework in exchange for my drawings. But aren't you 3 years older than him? So wouldn't you be in a different year level? God damn, Clyde, making someone do your homework when they're not even in the same year level. Now that I'm older, they wouldn't bring me food instead of doing my chores. He is a surprisingly good cook. Well, if you had this quill in your possession, would you use it? It's tempting, no? If you'd like, I could make a summary of his powers. You can create anything and erase it. However, you can't erase a real person. The quill does not have the power to bring something to life. That's why Aria drew ropes. Wrote nooses to hang the three. Okay. Doesn't have the power to bring someone back to life. If many things are created, it'll be harder to control them. A good writer has more power over the quill. A bad writer tends to create defective things. Alright. And Clyde, bad writer, equals Aria, playable Aria, becoming defective. And Lewin, good writer, equals Wendy being born. If you create a living thing, it may act on its own. It's recommended to create only inanimate objects. A quill is a very mysterious object that has been started by my ancestors. There are many things we still don't understand about it. Aria. It's hard for me to overcome her death. Aria changed my life. I never got the chance to thank her. House. Ever since I was born, I was destined to become a librarian. But I hated books. You wanted to know how Aria made me change my opinion? She knew I liked drawing. So she asked me if I wanted to illustrate a book. It was a book Lewin had written. 4 fairies? I accepted, but in reality, it was a trap. I had no idea about what to draw. So I decided to read the book. I thought it would help me. When I started reading the first page, I couldn't stop until I reached the last one. I was completely hooked. Damn, Aria, like a trickster at a young age. And she calls herself boring, huh? I thought I hated books because the ones we were forced to read for school were really boring. Yeah, that makes sense. The curriculum books are always boring. Afterwards, I started liking the idea of becoming a librarian, and the relationship I had with my father also improved. I know that in the game, I seemed really... Understatement there. I know in the game, I seemed really obsessed with Aria, but I wouldn't have done the same for Dahlia and Lewin. All of them are important to me. You had someone you value in your life. Tell them before it's too late. You never know when it'll be the last time you see them. Dahlia is the person I trust the most. When I told her about the existence of the quill, she believed me. Any other person would have called me crazy. I showed her the library that I had created. She was really surprised, but she didn't judge me. But I betrayed her trust. After that, I changed her memories without telling her. It would have been better to tell her the truth from the beginning, but I was afraid that plan would fail. So when we came back to our world, I thought she was mad at me because she was avoiding me. In reality, she wasn't mad at me. She thought I didn't trust her, so she avoided me. She was sad, not mad. We talked it out and reached a conclusion. Sometimes we hide things to protect the people that matter to us. But we decided that from that day forward, we wouldn't hide anything. It's easier to face your fears when you have someone by your side. Alright, Lewin. Lewin and I have very different personalities, so we argue a lot. But soon after we go back to normal, as if nothing happened. Typical brother relationships there. That's proof we get along. You know, Lewin is very poor. On his birthday, we gifted him a new quill that he wanted. He couldn't stop crying and thanking us. It was really amusing. But I do feel bad for him. Dahlia's family and mine are quite wealthy, but he never wants to accept money from us. He is my friend. I want to help him. I still, maybe, Aria's parents could have adopted, Lewin and his sister. I don't know. Alright, let's see what's here then. Yes, I already got the good ending. Wendy. Okay. Okay. Like spicy food, rainy days, animals sleeping. Just like books, nightmares, hobbies, singing, favorite genre, none, best friend Lewin. His birthday is September 30th. 18. She's legal now. Wendy celebrates with the day she found her. Okay. Hello, do you feel like talking to me? Choose a subject you prefer. ARIA'S story. That's the book Lewin made me read. I don't get along with books. I get distracted easily, and I end up reading the same page a few times. I feel like I'm not helping much, but Lewin doesn't seem to care. Honestly, he looks happy. I have a feeling he would be. Yes, essentially your biography, Wendy. He says it's ironic that I don't like books, but I don't get what he means. I wish someone could read them for me, or make me a summary of the whole story. I waste so much time reading them. Oh, the book was amazing. I really loved the story. You got anything else to say, Wendy? Any sudden memories? No? But then tell Lewin, if he finds out I like the story, maybe he will make me read more of his books. That terrifies me. Don't worry, Black and White and Four Fairies was pretty short. Well, now it's my turn to help him. If I had to read it, I'll make everyone else read it too. I must think of ways to promote the book. I'll find a way for them to publish it, no matter the cost. Good ending. Initially, the game only had 3 endings. The good ending was added later in an update. Actually, that ending was going to be included from the beginning, but the developer scrapped it. So unfair. But I'm happy she decided to add it after all. I can finally appear in the game. But you are technically in the game already. The whole game, in fact. Oh, but technically, I'm the person you were controlling through the whole game. So I've been in the game since the beginning. The only difference is that now you can see my true personality and appearance. Stop making me sad, Wendy / Aria. I didn't get to meet her, but the others have told me about her. It's a shame what happened to her. When I visited her grave, I feel really sad for some reason. My heart hurts, and I feel the urge to cry, even though I don't know her. I feel like I have some connection to her. Maybe I knew her before I lost my memory. Oh, many people have told me I look like her. But after talking with me for a while, they always say that we are completely different. Honestly, that bothers me a bit. Everyone is always saying she was a really nice girl and all. Do they mean I'm not nice? It doesn't matter. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm really proud of who I am. At the moment, I make a living helping Lewin. I want his books to be popular. Lewin makes his books himself and donates them to the library. There only exists 1 copy of each. But if I get them to be published, we could sell them and more people would read them. No wonder he's so poor. He doesn't even sell them. I'm always thinking of new ways to promote them. At first, I did it because he had helped me a lot, and I felt like I was in debt with him. Wait, so is there like a publishing thing in this world? Like a printer? A book printer? But now I do it because he is my friend. I like helping him. It's true that reading isn't my favorite thing to do. But I do love seeing the joy in his face whenever he's talking about one of his books. He gets really happy. Yes, you're giving him the nostalgia of Aria. Usually I can't keep up with what he's saying, but just seeing how passionate he is over what he loves to do is really heartwarming. Let's see, Dahlia. When Lewin introduced me to Dahlia, we immediately became friends. We both love music. She enjoys playing the piano, and I like singing. I don't know why, but she seems surprised when I mentioned I like singing. Sometimes we perform together. It's really fun. It's nothing. It's simply a hobby of ours. You know what? I once wrote a song about Aria. I don't know her, but at the same time, I feel like I understand her very well. It's hard for me to understand. It's hard for me to explain. So I thought it would be easier to make a song about how I feel. Dahlia helped me, and we performed it for Clyde and Lewin. And then the two suddenly started crying. When I was done singing, I noticed that everyone was crying. You're singing about yourself. You're singing about yourself that died, but not yourself at the same time. Maybe it was a bad idea, but Dahlia told me there were tears of happiness. It's like singing about yourself, even though you're technically dead. Clyde. Sometimes I feel a bit out of place because everybody likes books, except for me. Lewin is a writer, Dahlia is a storyteller, and Clyde is a librarian. Clyde told me I shouldn't feel out of place. He says it's nice to have a friend who likes different things. He told me that before we met, they would always meet up at the library. Thanks to me, they are doing new things. The other day, I made them come fishing. Lewin and Clyde would compete to see who would catch more fishes. You want to know who the winner was? It was Clyde, isn't it? Oh. It was me, obviously. Since I have amnesia, everything is new for me, so I enjoy trying out new things. Oh, on the topic of Clyde, he should really confess he should really confess his feelings to Dahlia, don't you think? Huh? You didn't know Clyde likes Dahlia? I just told you too much, my bad. I thought it was obvious. Okay, now that's another thing. Wendy's different. There's another thing that makes Wendy and Aria pretty much the same. I would ask you to forget what I said, but I know you won't. Okay. You want to know more about me? Well, me too. I can't tell you much because I don't remember anything about myself. Either way, it doesn't matter. My new life started when Lewin found me in the forest. Of course, I am curious about my past, but my heart tells me not to obsess over it. I'm eager to live and do many things. I don't want to lose time stressing over my past. Though, I still can't understand how I could only remember my name. It's weird, no? Wendy. At least it's a pretty name. I told Lewin I really loved my name, and he got really happy. I wonder why he seems so happy for that. Sometimes he can be a bit weird. Right. Thing Lewin gave Wendy the name. And that's pretty much it then, I think. Yeah. Okay. Just to be sure though. Alright. And that's it then. Alright. Thank you for playing. And that's all of ARIA'S story then. I can say a lot of positive things, I think. See, the story is pretty good. The story was, the further the story went, the more emotional I felt. It's been a while since I cried this much over a video game. The other time would be Finding Paradise. Let's see now. the game itself, as a developers, as the EXTRAS said, more shit kept getting added and added. I feel maybe some of it could be removed to make it shorter. Probably not. Yeah, not really much negative stuff I can say about it. The story was great, unique levels and puzzles, and yeah, that's it. I better make sure to play Midnight Train soon, one day, and see you till next time.